Merrimack TV content may no longer be available on YouTube. To continue watching our programs, please download the Merrimack TV app from your device's App Store. Programs may also be available at merrimacktv.com.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to a highlight of the Merrimack Rotary year. That is the annual Top 10 Scholars Dinner. It's so good to see all of you here. It's a very popular event tonight, and we are so grateful for your presence at a busy time of year. My name is Maureen Mooney, a member of the Rotary Club of Merrimack, and we're going to begin as we always begin our Merrimack Rotary meetings, and that is with a Pledge of Allegiance led by Rotarian and also former school board member Pat McGrath. Pat.
Would you please stand? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next is our Rotary four-way test of the things we think, say, and do, also led by Rotarian Pat McGrath.
It was about 30 years ago when Marge Chaffrey became president of the Rotary Club, and we had a meeting here. And she says, it would be a good idea if we recited at the beginning of each of our meetings these principles about Rotary, and it's called the four-way test. So honorees and family, feel free, join in. Of the things we think, say, and do, first, truth. Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. And now I'd like to recognize former superintendent of Merrimack Schools, former president of the Merrimack Rotary, to lead us in the invocation. That is Marge Chaffrey.
Thank you. As we gather here tonight, we give thanks for the opportunity to celebrate the top 10 scholars with their families and to enjoy a delicious meal and good fellowship. We ask for a special blessing for the top 10 scholars, their families, and all who taught, coached, and advised these students throughout their schooling experience. May these seniors have a beautiful day for graduation on June 14th, and may their aspirations be fulfilled. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Marge. We have a great program this evening because we have great people tonight to honor. First, I want to introduce some special guests. From the Merrimack School District, we have Bill Olson, the Chief Educational Officer, Amy Doyle, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum Instruction and Assessment, Richard Zampiri, the Assistant Principal at MHS, Jill Hanlon, an Assistant Principal at MHS, Kathy Colebrook, she's the Director of School Counseling, and also want to give a very special thank you to Kathy Borbo, the Administrative Assistant for the Counseling Office, for all her help with the organizing tonight and helping us organize tonight. We also, as I mentioned, have with us tonight Marge Chaffrey, former superintendent of Merrimack Schools, and we also have Merrimack Rotarians here tonight. If you are a Merrimack Rotarian or from another club, please indicate you're here. There we go. Very nice. These individuals work very hard for our community and for scholarship funds and doing a lot of good in Merrimack. We also have our scholars here tonight. If you are a scholar, class of 2025, would you stand at this point? Welcome. Thank you all very much. And of course, we have family and friends who have come to celebrate and we have Merrimack TV, recording tonight and will replay on Merrimack TV, the channels on cable, and the Merrimack app. If you don't have the Merrimack app, be sure you download it soon. So we're going to have dinner now, and then after dinner, we will begin our formal program. I'll let you know which tables will go when, but for now, we're going to start with 1, 2, 3. If you could help yourselves to the buffet line, that'll get things moving. Thank you all, and we will see you after dinner at precisely 6:50. Thank you. All right. Welcome back. Again, I just want to remind you, it's the Merrimack TV app that you can download, Merrimack TV app. So that'll be your homework when you leave tonight. Make sure you do that, and you can see tonight's program on that Merrimack TV app. All right. Now I'd like to recognize our Merrimack Rotary Club president. This year it's Wolf Von Schoen to share some remarks about our Rotary Club. Wolf.
Good evening. I guess I should use this thing. Good evening, everybody. It's always the best part of being a Rotarian and specifically being a president, because you get to host all these people, and that's what Rotary is all about, right? Rotary is very misunderstood a lot of times. A lot of people think Rotary is just for leaders, for big shots, for important people, for glamorous people. Rotary is about everybody in the neighborhood that wants to make a difference. That's as simple as it is, right? If you want to make a difference, and I just heard there's some really young folks maybe in the crowd here that maybe want to make a difference. It's really just about joining and participating. All age groups, of course, are in the club. It's not a political organization at all. It is a community organization that wants to do good work and serve above oneself. That's the motto of Rotary, locally and globally. That's as simple as it is. We do projects all over the world, in Africa, in Europe actually, in India. We do projects right here in town, and a lot of it is actually right here in scholarships and in our high schools and so on. Yeah, what do I want to say? It's I probably want to run down a little bit what we do in the community for the most part. So events that you may see or hear about that you recognize that are actually Rotary events that we either host or organize or sponsor. One of our biggest ones is the annual Turkey Trot 5K on Thanksgiving morning, which is a hoot. There are people, who has been on the Turkey Trot? Show of hands. Oh, there's a couple. Okay. Well, Joe, okay. You said the bar now for me. I haven't. Okay, all right. I thought you're running. Great. So people show up in turkey costumes, right? And turkey hats, and some people jog along with the strollers. We actually had somebody in a wheelchair once or twice. Actually, I think quite a bit, actually, come to think of it. Turkey Trot is a great one. It's a real hoot, and it's a huge fundraiser for us, and it's, again, money that we can invest in projects to give back to the community. 4th of July, we served a pancake breakfast, which is really not a fundraiser. It's, it's more or less done at cost for the community to come together and have a nice breakfast. And the last couple of years has seen a huge increase in people participating. It's been such a blast last year, and this year I'm sure it's going to be the same. We have the Excellence in the Workplace event that I strongly want to encourage you all to keep an eye out when we post on Facebook, and maybe even subscribe to the newsletter on our website. The Excellence in the Workplace is just an event where anybody can nominate somebody at the DMV, somebody at the school, maybe a hairdresser or whatnot, a doctor, or anybody that they feel has just gone beyond their duties in a work environment, right? Somebody that just really helped you out in a pickle or was just super courteous or helpful. We really enjoy doing that. Tomorrow in a week we have the electronics recycling. That is actually a fundraiser. That is happening right here across the street here on Town Hall parking lot. It's basically, again, a electronics recycling fundraiser. Of course, there's cheaper and other ways to get rid of your electronics, but A lot of times that exposes your personal data when you get rid of laptops and computers, for example. With this event, we actually protect your data and keep it secure. And the recycling rate is 95% or higher. It's done here at a local business down in Nashville. And again, it's a fundraiser for the Rotary Club. Next Saturday, 8 a.m. here at Town Hall until noon. We have, what else do we have? The scholarships, of course, at the high school, and here tonight, the top 10 scholarships. The four-way speech contest, which frankly is one of my favorite events because you get to see young folks like you that we're honoring tonight that are basically spending up to 5-7 minutes just explaining or debating with themselves basically about an aspect that they deem important, and they use the four-way test against it, right? Is the idea that they're presenting, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Is it beneficial to all concerned? And you see these young folks really putting their brains into it and standing on stage and referring about that. It's a lot of fun to watch that. Song bingo, that's right, that's coming. Interact Club, anybody connected at the high school, the Interact Club is something that we would like to be more engaged with, and I think we have to do a better job on our end as well. So anybody that is engaged with the Interact Club, if you want to spend a couple minutes tonight, Zach, do you want to stand up for a minute? Zach over here, Zach Paoni. He's basically volunteering to put some time and energy into that, hoping to revive that.
So I'm a former high school teacher, and I've seen all over the country different ways in which Interact Clubs and Rotaries can do awesome things together. So I'm just excited to try to do more between our club and the Interact Club. So if that's you, see me at the end of the meeting. I'd love to chat. Thanks.
So I'm getting a nod over there. I have to hurry up a little bit because the list is not even halfway through. We do, food pantries, codes for kids, holiday giving programs. We organize park cleanups twice a year. We do Babusick Lake Road, about a mile stretch, some cleanup, picking up nips and all the other things that we don't want to find in our community on the side of the road. We have global efforts, of course, for clean water. We helped young women in Africa just about 3-4 years ago. Helped with a dam project in India about 5 years ago. So there's all kinds of global efforts, and of course we have the Christmas tree sale. But I think one of the main things that I really want to mention is the Kids Cove, which probably a lot of people know, but Kids Cove, the playground has actually been originally built by the Rotary Club and refurbished by the Rotary Club with a lot of community help, of course. I'm going to bring this to an end because this is going on forever, but you get to see what we do, and this is almost annually, right? So there's a lot of fun projects. It's about friendship, it's about camaraderie. You make relationships. What I enjoy most about it is you make relationships and get to know people that you normally don't meet in life, right? I'm 50, I normally don't meet 60, 70-year-olds or 30, 40 years old out of completely different professions and life backgrounds. And all of a sudden we're talking about, military experiences that they had in life and expatriateships and projects. Yeah. I'm getting to an end. So enjoy the relationships in the Rotary Club and maybe join us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wolf. We are now going to hear from our Chief Educational Officer, that's Bill Olson, for some reflections on this year's scholars. Mr. Olson, please.
Thank you very much, and thank you to the Rotary for this outstanding recognition dinner. This is my third or fourth, and not too many communities do this type of recognition, and so thank you. Thank you to Marge Chaffrey, who really has been the architect of the Merrimack School District over many, many years. So congratulations to each and every one of you. I hate to admit it, but when I was in high school down in Chelmsford, Mass., I would not have qualified to be in attendance at this type of dinner. You're the best of the best, and I mean that seriously. Top 10 graduating scholars. It doesn't get any better than that, doesn't get any more honorable than that. I'd like you to remember that you are the future of this country. You are the future of the world. And knowing the academic records of all of you, I have to say that we're in very good shape and very good hands. And we are all looking optimistically in the future because of your excellence, not only academically, but your depth of character, which is, from my perspective, as important, if not more so. You know, you've had a great nucleus. Your family, your friends, please keep that nucleus intact as long as you can in life. Those are the people who support you. Those are the people who have dedicated their lives to your academic, social, emotional development. Look at the teachers that you've had also and reflect on the teachers in terms of who has made an impact on your life. I'm going to ask your moms and dads for a minute. Moms and dads, how many of you remember a favorite teacher that you had in life? Yeah. Mostly everyone. What was special about them? Well, they inspired you, they motivated you, they encouraged you, they cared about you, they knew who you were, they connected with you, they believed in you, and even more importantly, they helped you believe in yourself. And I'm going to ask you to continue to believe in yourself. Know that you'll face obstacles in life, and nothing I'm going to say here tonight, it'll only be a couple more minutes, is going to change the direction of your life. But stay focused. Stay focused with great resolve, knowing that you know and I know that failure is part of life. It hurts. There's nothing enjoyable about failing, but keep it in perspective. Failing does not represent defeat. It represents a learning opportunity. And you know, I'm going to roughly paraphrase something that Thomas Edison, one of the greatest inventors in history, once said, and that was that he never failed at anything. It's just that in some experiments, some projects, he just couldn't get something to work correctly the first 10,000 times he tried it. So keep that in perspective. And moving forward now, as you leave the harbor and go out into the open ocean, I hope once again that you'll be grateful for every day that you can spend with your family and your friends. They mean everything and should mean everything in the world to you. Focus on what's good in the world and enhance what's good in the world. You know and I know there's a lot of negativity. Let's see if we can begin to shift the paradigm here. Conduct yourself with great integrity and honesty. The integrity and honesty that you possess is you, okay? It's in your DNA. That's important in every aspect of your life. Strive for excellence, which you have done repeatedly. But keep in mind that some of you are driven to be the best in the world. But if you watch a video entitled What's Right with the World, a noted National Geographic author and photographer, DeWitt Jones, said and so aptly that it's not necessarily more important to be the best in the world as opposed to being the best for the world. I'm going to encourage you to connect with people. Look, life is about human interaction with each other. And yes, there's artificial intelligence that does all of our thinking, does our papers. I could have done a book report in junior high school in 3.5 minutes if we had artificial intelligence when I was your age. But the importance in life is to make those connections. Care about people so that they care about you. And as I said, make a positive difference. I want to leave you with something. Your moms and dads may not remember this name, but your grandparents would. Dr. Leo Buscaglia, who was always on public television, famous professor, lecturer, author on human interactions. And as scholarly as you are now, and as scholarly as you will be in life, no matter what you do, where you are, you can make a difference in another person's life. Dr. Buscaglia put it this way: the majority of us lead unheralded lives as we pass through this world. There most likely won't be any ticker tape parades or any monuments built in our honor, But that doesn't lessen our possible impact. For there are scores of people walking around and waiting for someone just like us, just like you, to come along, people who will appreciate our compassion, our unique talents, and you have many, many unique talents. Someone will live a happier, better life merely because we took the time to share what we had to give. Too often, we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, and an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around. You have the abilities, extraordinary abilities. Use those to the benefit of yourself, your friends, your family, and people in general who you come in contact with. Make a positive difference every day in those lives, and you will live an extraordinarily enriched life. Congratulations to you. You have been the top scholars for many, many years, and the apex is now. We look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks from now at graduation. And know that we are all, staff at the high school, staff in kindergarten, through all the grades, still in support of you. We will help you throughout your life and try to make a difference in the lives of people, not only locally, but throughout the world, because you have that magnanimous and magnificent capability. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Olson, for those powerful words. Now we'll hear from each of our scholars on their memories and future plans. Each student will be presented with a gift from the Merrimack Rotary Club, and there is a centerpiece on each table that each one of you is to take home. So don't forget your centerpiece when you go home. So we're going to start by recognizing Lily Anderson. Now, Lily could not be here tonight because she's having a Division I state meet, I believe, for track and field. Is that right? So let's hear it for Lily Anderson. Now, we'll hear from Olivia Korga.
Hi, everyone. I'm both thrilled and honored to be standing in front of you today. My name is Olivia Korga, and I'm very excited to be amongst the top 10 for the class of 2025. Throughout my high school career, I have learned a lot, but not just academically. I have learned how to handle myself and others in a variety of situations, how to properly plan for success, how to create and maintain valuable relationships, and how to set myself up for a bright future. I couldn't have done any of this without my many pillars in life. I'm extremely fortunate to be constantly surrounded by an abundance of great influences, and their unconditional love and support is what brought me here today. First of all, I would like to thank my parents. Thank you so much for always believing in me, providing support under any circumstance, and for pushing me to always do my best. Mom, I am so incredibly grateful for how you consistently reminded me where my priorities should lie. Every single night, you'd ask me what homework I had to do for the night, ask me how long it would take, and then remind me to get a good night's rest. I found that your consistency, you repeatedly checking up on me, was what helped me to get things done in a timely manner and to visualize all of the things I had to accomplish. Dad, thank you so much for reminding me that in order to succeed, I needed to put in the work. Your constant reminders are what motivated me to do my best, not only in school, but in anything that could impact my future. Once again, your consistency is what drove me to want to succeed in life, and without your reassurance, I wouldn't be giving this little speech today. There are many other people I would like to thank, such as some of my teachers, dance instructors, and friends, but I feel that it would be best for me to say those thank yous to them directly. My MHS experience was something that I will never forget. All of the opportunities I was presented with, activities I participated in, and memories I made really did make my high school career the best it could be. Some of the things that I thoroughly enjoyed include planning and participating in the mock crash which took place earlier this week, going to pep rallies, and spending time with my friends in and out of class. Although my all-time favorite memory in high school would have to be traveling to Italy this past April with a group of friends along with about 30 other students. This once-in-a-lifetime experience is one that I will never forget. The amount of historical sites, culture, and extraordinary food I was exposed to are unforgettable. Additionally, the fact that I got to explore Italy with a group of my closest friends made that trip that much more special. Overall, traveling to Italy was most definitely the best way to kick off the end to my senior year. Once I leave MHS, I will be attending the University of Connecticut to pursue my passion in business management. Since my sophomore year, I participated in various business-related clubs such as DECA and FBLA. Being a part of these clubs sparked an interest in business right away for me. And since then, I have had my mind set on becoming the best businesswoman I can be. I'm beyond excited to be a student at UConn, as it has been my dream to go there since I toured their campus last year. Becoming a Husky is something that I've been looking forward to for so long now. I probably wouldn't be where I am right now, giving a short speech at a top 10 dinner if it wasn't for the hard work and dedication I put into school over the past 4 years. I congratulate every other top 10 student in this room right now, as your hard work and dedication is not going unnoticed. Each student in this room has spent countless nights studying, has stressed over an abundance of exams, and put their best foot forward throughout their time at Merrimack High School. Once again, congratulations to each and every one of you, and finally, thank you, MHS, for everything.
Thank you, Olivia. Next, Erin Murray.
Hi, everyone. My name's Erin Murray, and in the fall, I plan to attend the Massachusetts College of Art and Design. I have always been an artist. Ever since I was little, I would carry around a notebook and I would fill it with drawings of dresses and worlds and people and whatever I wanted to. And I wanted to carry this into high school, but during my first few years, I felt myself overloaded. I had so much work all the time. I was working so constantly that I didn't have time to meet with my friends and to, most importantly, make my art. In my senior year, I decided to change that. Throughout this year, I have worked to find a balance between what is important in academic and also what is important in my social sphere. So I made sure that I never skipped a hangout with my friends to do a homework assignment. And I never stayed up too late just so I could get one more question. I made sure that I would leave Merrimack happy. And I would leave Merrimack knowing that I spent my time doing what I wanted to. And I'm really proud to say that I have. I worked so hard this year to put together a portfolio so I could apply to these schools, and I did. I'm really, really proud of what I have done this year, and I'm really, really thankful for everybody who supported me. So thank you to my parents and to my brothers and to all of the friends that have supported me to get here and also who have encouraged me to take this step towards my own personal success and personal happiness. Because I understand that academic achievement is important. Obviously, you all do since we're all here. But we also need to understand that there is a certain point at which you can learn more from the people who you surround yourself with. And I'm glad to say that I'm surrounded by people who help me express myself in every way. Almost all of my friends are musicians or artists or some way creative people. And that really helps me and encourages me to be the best creative person that I can be. I think my favorite parts of MHS have been spending time with my music teachers and with the people in my music classes and my art teachers and learning everything that I can about art so I can have a successful career and a successful life, knowing that I am doing what I love and I am doing it with the people that I love. And I am so excited to continue it. Thank you.
Thank you, Erin. Next is Sarah Chetri. Sarah.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Chetri and I'm honored to be recognized as part of the MHS Class of 2025's top 10 students. Although this time in our lives is bound to be a little scary for anyone, no matter how your end of year report card looks or how well you've always done in school, let me reassure you that because we've made it this far within our high school careers, I have no doubt that each and every one of us will make it far in life. Our work ethic and determination has gotten us to where we are right this very moment, and this is only the beginning of a future set up for success. As we are beginning this new chapter in our lives, never forget what brought you to this moment. Yes, we must give credit to the hours of time we set aside for homework, all the late nights spent studying, and always putting school above everything else, but it was also the school trips, randomized seating charts, and that one class that taught you a valuable lesson you will carry with you throughout your life, and the friendships we built through all of these. All the memories and experiences we've had from elementary school until now, the good and the bad, have shaped us into the young adults we are today. Starting this fall, I'll be furthering my academic career at the University of Connecticut as part of their honors program. I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers who, without their support, I could not have possibly made it this far. Thank you, and congratulations to my fellow classmates in the top 10.
Thank you, Sarah. Next, we'll hear from Caitlin Brooks.
My name is Caitlin Brooks, and I'm honored to be recognized as one of Merrimack's high school top 10 for the class of 2024. I would like to thank my parents and my teachers for consistently encouraging me to do better. Throughout high school, I have developed a passion for mathematics and specifically chemistry with Dr. Campbell. But more importantly, I have used high school to develop my communication. I have struggled in the past with expressing my thoughts and communicating how I feel and what I think appropriately. And high school at Merrimack has helped me grow my voice, to be able to talk to teachers or the adults around me, to be able to advocate for myself. I have spent outside the classroom working at Cannon Mountain as a ski instructor, where I teach kids how to ski, and I have grown that into Merrimack High School with Merrimack Mentors. I've been involved in NHS. I have done the National Science Society, where I have further challenged myself to communicate with my community around me, even if it makes me nervous. For my future, I'm going to Iowa State for chemical engineering, and there I hope to continue this journey, getting comfortable with communication and to do what I love, do chemistry, and yeah.
Thank you, Caitlin. Next is Luca Cabell. He could not be here tonight. He too, I believe, is at Division I field and track meet. So let's hear it for Luca. Next up is Alexander Kayot.
Hey everyone, I'm Alexander Ko, and I'm very honored to be a part of the top 10 students of the Merrimack High School class of 2025. I want to start off by thanking my family for supporting me through everything, and I want to thank the Rotary Club for putting on this amazing event. High school for me has been a time where I've seen a lot of growth for myself, specifically in my communication skills and my leadership skills. I've done this mostly through playing on sports teams. I've been a 3-sport athlete for my 4 years at Merrimack High School, and I've been a JV captain for some of those, and I feel like I've grown my communication skills strongly, and I'm able to voice myself and come to conclusions with people when there's problems and solve them. My favorite memory from high school is probably going to the rope swing and playing wiffle ball before my lacrosse games with all my friends, which my parents were very thrilled about. Next year, I am attending UNH to study Homeland Security, and following that, I would like to go into a career in either the military or law enforcement. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander. Next up is Timothy Beavis.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tim Bevis. I'd like to thank the Rotary for putting this on for us. This is a very nice dinner, and we really do appreciate your recognition. Although I was a little hesitant to come at first, since 10 is an arbitrary number to cut it off at the top, and I have a lot of just amazing friends that deserve recognition like this. I am very happy to be here and appreciate this recognition. Over the past 4 years, I've grown a ton, although I've always been skilled at school, which is why I'm here. That was about it for a long time. I could do the work and get a good grade, and I was always fairly secure in my image, but the leader side of me just wasn't there. Through our robotics team, Chop Shop 166, and plenty of amazing teachers and friends and family, I was able to find that side of me and start standing up for what I believe in. I've become a leader in the school community and somewhat recognizable in the town. I've met a lot of brilliant peers along the way, some of them here tonight. And although most of them aren't here because they weren't part of the top 10, they deserve the same amount of recognition. Shane, my friend since first grade, introduced me to robotics and has been along with me for my entire school career. Natalie over there has supported me for the last year, and I couldn't be more grateful for her. Although there are too many others to name, there are plenty of other seniors and other underclassmen who helped me get to this point and are just absolutely amazing. I've been built up by my parents, by mentors in robotics and other activities, by wonderful teachers like Dr. Campbell, Mr. Fliss, Mr. Hewitt, and others, and I could not thank them enough. In my high school experience, I found out just how valuable people are, and I will never forget the people who made me who I am today. I've had a business for the last 5 years. It's very glamorous. It's scooping dog poop. So next year, although I intend to go to college eventually, next year I'll be taking a personal study year to work on that business, work on some classes in Merrimack, and maybe potentially even join the Rotary Club here with them. As I learned from Harry Hewitt, one of my teachers, the two things I truly have in this life are my name and my word. So I'm Tim Bevis, and thank you for listening to my words.
Thank you, Tim. Next up is Lena Eldeb.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lena. I'd like to start off by congratulating everyone here. I'm very happy to be joining you today. A little about me. I actually moved to Merrimack my sophomore year of high school from Egypt. The transition to Merrimack, New Hampshire from Cairo, Egypt was very big. That's the word I would say. Coming from a city that was very busy, diverse, to a small town where I didn't really know anyone, I was very intimidated. Even though I was confident I knew how to study in school, I was very thankful for my teachers, especially sophomore year, who supported me a lot and are definitely the reason I'm standing in front of you here. So I'd like to give a big shout out to Dr. Campbell, Mr. Farnes, for their help in my sophomore year of high school. later years of high school, I've had the privilege of joining sports and extracurriculars such as the Interact Club, Science Olympiad, and a lot of the National Honor Societies. I would like to also thank my parents, my twin sister Noor, and my sister Sarah, who actually flew from Egypt just a few days ago. So thank you all for the tremendous amount of support I have, and you've continued to give me throughout my years. And thank you for your time.
Thank you, Lena. Next up, Wayne Alexander. Salutatorian, class of 2025.
Good evening, everyone. I would first of all like to start by thanking my amazing family and all of the friends that I have in the room tonight, as well as the ones who are not here. They've helped me so much throughout my time at Merrimack and my whole life, and I would definitely not be here without them. I would also like to thank the Rotary Club for all that they do, not just the top 10 dinner, but also especially the 4th of July celebration. I know that every year I've been at Merrimack, that's always a memory that I have is going to the fireworks with my family, and I'm truly grateful that we have this organization in our community. My time at Merrimack, I've done a lot. I've been a 3-sport athlete. I've been in numerous clubs, APs, all that sort of thing. But one of my favorite memories that I think really highlights my time at Merrimack would be my experience with the golf team. I think I showed up as freshman, awkward, coming off COVID, not really sure what I wanted to do, but I just knew I wanted to do an activity. So I saw golf, never played it. I always thought maybe, who knows, old man sport. But I showed up on the first day, and immediately I was met with Coach Farnsworth and the rest of the team, and they all helped me. They figured out, they told me the etiquette, they taught me everything. They stuck with me as I hit over 20 strokes on the first hole. I certainly come a long way since then. But over the 4 years, I've had such a great community in the golf team, and coming from not knowing anything about golf and being completely uncomfortable to being accepted to a community and building friends, having an awesome coach, has just really summed up at Merrimack how willing to help grow all of the students everyone is. I know that I've had so many amazing teachers that have helped me grow, and I truly am thankful for the inclusive community that Merrimack has created. In my future, I look forward to studying finance and data analytics on a pre-law track at the University of New Hampshire. I hope to either go into a career in finance or law, or mix of both. And I'm very excited to keep in contact with all my friends, see where we all go. And once again, thank you for everyone here today.
Thank you, Wayne. Next, please welcome the valedictorian class of 2025, Dave Sharma.
Good evening, everyone. It's a privilege to be here speaking as one of the top 10 students alongside my incredible peers in the class of 2025. I'd like to start off by, of course, thanking the Rotary Club for arranging this entire event to honor us. We really appreciate it. Along with that, I'd like to thank my incredible family for making this possible, my parents for always guiding me, and my incredible sister for always leading by example and sometimes sacrificing her own goals with respect to mine and paving the way forward for me. So I really appreciate that. High school for me, and I'm sure for all of us, has been filled with countless memories, some that we'll cherish forever, of course, and some obviously we can't wait to forget tomorrow. But for me at least, my main memories and my main kind of satisfaction within high school came through two groups, sports and music. For me, sports was always a way for me to really improve my leadership, along with improving my overall ability to work with a team. So I played soccer for the past 4 years, since my freshman to senior year, here at Merrimack for the Tomahawks. And I had the privilege of serving as a captain for our senior year. And that experience really grew me, both as a person and as a leader, especially under the guidance of our two incredible coaches, Coach Mersad and Coach Ray. And then with respect to music, music for me, ever since I could really remember, has always been an incredible outlet for me to both express myself and for me to kind of say the things that I can't really say in words, for me to like hit different parts of my heart that sometimes you just can't really express. And for me, that has always been incredibly instrumental to my life and my well-being, and I'll forever be thankful for those two groups, and alongside, of course, the incredible community here at Merrimack. I definitely would not be here today if it weren't for the community both here at Merrimack and alongside my Nepali community here in New Hampshire, because that is where my family is from, and they have always sacrificed so much and always have guided me tremendously to pave the way for me to be here today. Next year, I'll be attending Dartmouth College to study neuroscience on a pre-med track. My goal is eventually to go to med school, and I'm really looking forward to expand on my overall knowledge of the human brain and of scientific concepts, and to participate in research at Dartmouth. So thank you all very much, and congratulations again.
Thank you, David. Wow, what promising youth we have once again coming out of Merrimack High School. Let's hear it for our top scholars. Now, before you leave, we do want to take a group photo, so we will assemble over here on this side. Remember to take your gifts with you, take the centerpiece with you, one per person, and download the Merrimack TV app. I just want to give brief closing remarks. As you close out your high school years and move on to the next chapters of your lives, always cherish the brief 4 years of time you had with each other at Merrimack High School. And know and always remember just how proud your home community is of all of you. There was a sitcom show in the 1960s, so it's in black and white, and it's called The Andy Griffith Show. Who has at least heard of it? Really? Okay. I'll give a review of the plot. So the plot is a widowed father. He's the local sheriff in a very small North Carolina town. But he has an elementary school-age son that he is raising on his own, and that son's name is Opie. He shares with Opie worldly wisdom. At the end of one episode, Opie had collected numerous backyard birds in a cage, a big cage, all different types, cardinals, blue jays, yellow finch. His father was encouraging him to let the birds free, but Opie was hesitant. At last, after some prodding, Opie emptied the cage and the birds flew off. There was a pause in the episode, a period of silence, and Opie said, "But Dad, the cage is so empty." To which his father replied, "But the trees are so full." And so it is with all of you. Although the halls of Merrimack High School will now be empty of your presence, the world will be full of all, so much that you have to give. So congratulations again. Thank you all for being here. Good night, and let's have that group photo. Thank you all.